this was something I wanted to talk about. Oh no, I just can't get behind this. There's just no way I can get behind this. Lululemon definitely just needs a lot of help in that department. This is the one product that Lululemon keeps coming out with, but it just does not sell. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Ashley. If you're new here, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that like button and the big red subscribe button if you want to stick around for more. I just wanted to give the biggest thank you for all of your support so far, especially on hitting 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's just insane. So thank you so much. My Instagram, my TikTok, and my blog will all be linked down in the description if you're interested in more content from me. If you want to learn a little bit more about my life, I'll put my last vlog up here. And yeah, let's get right into it. So this week, some super interesting stuff came out on lululemon.com. So let's head to the .com and let's see what's going on. Okie dokie, we got Miss Lily hanging out here with me as well. So let's get this started. Oh my gosh. I mean, I think it's safe to say that this week confirmed there's nothing that I want. Actually, fun fact, I was thinking about doing like an updated kind of markdowns video because I did snag some really good markdowns, but not online markdowns, in-store markdowns, which I always forget to talk about. But basically, different stores can choose to mark down items, like if it's just like random out of place kind of thing. So I got some really nice things from like a slightly bigger store up north that isn't on markdown elsewhere. It's just that one store, so it's like in-store markdown, if that makes sense. So I always forget about that, like especially if you go to a bigger store that has a lot more product, there's going to be a bigger possibility that they're going to have like random things that they're trying to get rid of that just like don't fit into like whatever vibe they're going for. That kind of makes sense. Anyway, moving on. First up, we have the Aligns. This is actually in the super high rise. So this is in the tiger, but in this green. You know what's funny is the neutral gray version of it, you know, I didn't like, but I don't know, I'm kind of indifferent. Like it could be a lot worse at this point. So I'm kind of like, you know what, if you want your Le Tigre Camo Green Fern multi leggings, I'm gonna let you have it. These are gonna go in markdown 10,000%. My guess is 4 weeks time. So we'll see if I'm right. So these, okay, so I know I didn't like this pattern originally, but I feel like I've been seeing it so much that like I kind of don't hate it. There's a newer pattern that's like the same exact thing, but like neutral, and I can't remember, which I'm not a fan of. I don't know, I'm kind of indifferent. I mean, I would have to try it on. I still don't necessarily think that I'm going to go out of my way to buy these, especially since 10,000% they're going to be on markdown. I forgot to check the markdown list for last week, but I did notice they're already starting to cycle out the spring colors, which I'm surprised about, but at the same time I'm not, because like it makes sense with timing. But anyway, if they want to come out with more colors in the Wonder Train though, I would definitely be happy about that. The Hawaiian blue is definitely 10,000% brighter in person, and I'm not a big fan of the Pace Rival crops to begin with. The Pace Rivals definitely have a tighter waistband, like there's just a lot more going on up top, similar to the Speed Up or the Swift Speed, which is now what it's called. The waistband up top is just, overall there's more going on, so it just fits a lot tighter. And I've mentioned it before, but basically I'm only 5'3", so 22, 23 inches aren't tight at the bottom for me because they're made for people with longer legs or just people that are taller. So they don't really fit my body proportions very well. So that's another thing to keep into account when you are going after leggings if you are a bit shorter. Okay, these. Okay, so my opinion on Chroma Fusion Multi is the shorts fine, the bra fine, anything more is just too much for me, and yeah, it's just too much for me. They came out with it in a perfectly oversized crew, which, I mean, not that I could see like anyone logically getting the perfectly oversized crew and the leggings like to go matching together, but like I definitely would not buy this. I don't know, again, I feel like the tiger animal print trend is like so past now. I don't know, again, I could just be like really out of touch with what's actually on trend right now because I don't really pay attention, but I don't like this. The Lavender Dew I definitely think is super pretty. I do really like just the color in general. If this goes on markdown, then I would definitely get it. I mean, it should go on markdown, but again, like you never know if there'll actually be any sizes left when it does go on markdown. That's more so what I mean. But it is a super pretty color. I would be worried that I would like accidentally spill coffee all over it though, but super pretty color. Do not need to spend $108 on it though. This I still kind of don't really understand. Like it is a more lightweight material than like, for example, the perfectly oversized crew, but I'm just not a fan of it. And yeah, I did screenshot the back of it. I don't know. I don't really think it's anything special. Like, it is a more lightweight material. Yeah, I just don't really think it's anything special. Also, I feel like this is like the kind of color that would come out like early this year. I don't know. I just don't really get the material. I don't know. But it does have the cinch on the bottom, which is what I wish the scuba half zip had. So I guess that's a step in the right direction. But like, if you look at the sleeves, they just don't really do much. They just like, there's no structure. I don't know. I think I'm overthinking this. Anyway, I'm not a fan. Okay, track that shorts. I do like it in the water drop. Like, I don't know. I don't really have much of an opinion. The trackers are my favorite. Those are 4 inches. I do really like the waistband, although it technically is, you can kind of see in this photo, it is like a mid-rise, low-rise kind of deal, but you can like kind of easily hike them up. I did a whole shorts video explaining Lululemon shorts, so if you want to learn more about that, go check out this video. But yeah, I don't know. Again, I really like water drop. I really like lavender dew. I'm pretty sure a lot of you do too. Didn't mean to rhyme that. I'm super cool, right? Kidding. So this I would buy when it goes on markdown, for sure. I don't know. I'm kind of like, it's an okay color, nothing crazy, but when this goes on markdown, I would definitely buy it. I'm wearing it in Cafe Au Lait right now. It's on markdown a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, when Ripened Raspberry starts cycling out, I will probably get a couple things in it just because it's on markdown. Okay, well, I will not be getting it in this because this is the one product that Lululemon keeps coming out with, but it just does not sell. Like, I don't personally think it needs to be reversible. I don't really think someone grabs a bomber and is like, oh my gosh, perfect. I'm only buying this because it's reversible. I don't know. I just not really a fan. Because I don't know. Like, I don't think I got another photo of it. No, I didn't. But it's kind of shiny, and I'm pretty sure the other side isn't as shiny. I don't know. I think if this is just me being super nitpicky. So if this is your cup of tea, absolutely go for it. But, well, one, this color is definitely going to be in markdown. I would say 4, 5, or 6 weeks time, but probably 4 or 5 weeks time is my hypothesis. Also, fun fact, I am actually a published scientist. I am a marine scientist, and if you want to learn more about, you know, my grad school life and all that, I'll put a vlog up here. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with it. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Lululemon just can't get bombers right. Again, I just don't think it needs to be reversible. Like, I think this would be as fine if it wasn't reversible, if that makes sense. Like, do you guys care if something's reversible? Because I don't. Like, I don't go out of my way to make sure that something I'm buying is reversible. Okay, this I was quite intrigued by. Did I get a photo? No. Literally, I keep thinking I get another photo of something and I don't. Anyway, this, I don't know, I'm kind of indifferent about it. I'm not really a bodysuit person to begin with. I don't really have much commentary on it other than, you know, if this is your thing, go for it. I just personally won't be buying it. The one thing I do want to note though is I do appreciate that it does have a higher neck, so that if someone does have a larger chest, that it would help accommodate for that, because Lululemon definitely just needs a lot of help in that department, and I've chatted about it before many times. Again, I did a whole Lululemon bras explain video. I'll link that up here as well. And yeah, so I'm kind of indifferent about this one. This I actually want to try on. My store has this one, and there's a tank version, which I think I also screenshotted, but this I definitely want to try, the Henley. The material is kind of lightweight, like in a good way in person. I don't know. My question is, I don't know like how booby it'll be essentially up top, so that's really my only concern, because it does go a little bit lower, but it doesn't look like it goes too low, and even here it looks like she just, you know, is wearing her bra underneath and it looks nice. I want to try this on. Hopefully I'll be able to bring updates soon. I'm like using my fingers, I just like need to calm down. Yeah, and this is the seam in the back, traditional Lululemon kind of back seam. These shorts we will talk about in just a little bit, so don't you worry. This I don't think I've talked about before, but I'm not a fan. I just don't understand the gathering trend. I personally don't find it that cute or flattering, but the company is capitalizing on Align tanks in general, so I guess I don't blame them. But I'm all set. Moving on. Yeah, and this is the crew version of the hoodie. I don't know. I just feel like the way the material like sits and flows on the body, I just feel like it doesn't really do anything. Like, I just don't really think it's worth it. So Blue Borealis is another new color. Again, when this goes on markdown, like in other things, I would probably get it. I'm not a fan of the All Yours tank. I've talked about before, the armpits are just too low for my liking. Like, I tried getting a tank. I actually had a couple in the summer, and you know, I may do, but at the end of the day I was just kind of like, because I normally do a 4 in All Yours stuff because it's normally kind of oversized to begin with, and even then it's like too much for me. but I do really like this color. Yeah, and they came out with them in the Alliance with pockets. I did a whole thing on them. Yeah, I don't really want to go into it again. Okay, then we're just gonna move on. Lines with pockets. I mean, everyone, again, is more than welcome to have their own opinion on that. Yeah, here's the crop tank. Like, this I think is quite cute with the side seam. Can I get it? Yeah, right there. So I've been meaning to try this on, and hopefully I can this week, and I will be able to bring updates. A line tank from Ripened Raspberry, as well as a couple others. So, you know, just keeping on with the brighter colors, spring, almost, you know, summer color trend. And then blue linen, I think, is such a pretty color. I hope they come up with more stuff in blue linen. I mean, it's too light for me to get it in something like Wonder Trains, and one of you guys commented on one of my other posts that when I was thinking about getting the Willow Green Wonder Trains before they sold out, you guys mentioned that it like shows a lot of cellulite. So I'm happy in the end that I didn't get them, because I definitely would be really insecure about that. But I mean, this is a super pretty color. Okay, these are really bad. Yeah, I just can't get behind this camouflage. Sadly, there's a worse one coming at the end of this video, so stick around for that. But I just cannot get behind this camouflage. Oh no, I just can't get behind this. There's just no way I can get behind this. I don't know, the purple just throws me off. Or sorry, the lavender just throws me off. Because it was just like a normal green, gray camo. I've been like, sure, you know, you do your thing, but the way they added the lavender in this just kind of throws me off, and I'm just not really a fan. And I hate to say it, but it looks worse in person. Like, it looks so much worse in person. Okay, this yellow pear color, I'm not a massive fan of it. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of, I was gonna say bronze green, but that's, you know, much more green than yellow. Kind of looks like puke. I don't know. Again, I understand they're trying to come up with all the colors that they can, because especially on the holidays, like, every store is out of every color possible. I definitely prefer like the Hawaiian blue, which is the color of the leggings here. We were talking about blue linen, blue borealis, ripened raspberry. I don't think I would buy anything of yellow pear, but like, you know, there's definitely been worse. So I can't really complain. This I need to try on. My store did have some cropped sculptings, I think around the holidays, and I didn't end up trying them on. But this is just your traditional sculpt tank, but cropped, as the name says, duh. And yeah, I'm kind of interested, because obviously it's still flowy, like the normal kind of silhouette sculpt tank, but it's not overly flowy. You know, there's not extra fabric because it's cropped. So I definitely want to try it on next time my store has them. Here's that yellow pear, and we're going to talk about this whole Evergreen collection because it's bad. Yeah, this new mini collection is bad. There's no way around that, because like from first look, I don't really care. Like, I'm just kind of like, okay, it kind of looks like a raincoat, you know, spring showers, spring May flowers, you know, whatever that saying is. But the material is just kind of like, here, let me see what other photos I have. Yeah, so even here, I'm kind of just like, kind of indifferent, you know, it looks like a raincoat. And honestly, the coat itself is the best of the whole collection, because so basically the whole selling point of this, like the material of this Evergreen collection, is it's water repellent. And for a coat, of course, like that makes complete sense to be wearing a coat that's water repellent in spring. Like, I got you, that makes complete sense. But then you look at this, and I mean, don't get me wrong, this model rocks the color blocking, but I can't see myself wearing that ever. And then when you put it together with that look, with the leggings, like, I don't know if there's like an 80s kind of trend comeback. Like, this kind of looks like the kind of thing, like this looks like the kind of thing with those like 80s like dancing aerobic videos with like the leggings and the shorts over it, and like the high neon socks with like your hair pulled back with like a headband, like the woo, you know what I'm talking about? That's what this looks like. Not my style. Okay, so here we go. Here's the Evergreen track pant. Now, my thing with this is the main selling point, the main selling point of this, okay, so why we made this. A little wearing never hurts. Pull these water repellent pants over your tights to keep wet weather at bay. Now, I don't personally go out looking for water repellent pants. Again, I could just be ignorant, but I don't ever have any guests come into my store asking for water repellent pants, so I don't exactly know what clientele they're trying to fill. And like the fabric, the best way I can describe it is like, you know when fabric rubs together and like you can hear it? Like that's what this is. I don't know, like the coat, fine. The water repellent coat, brilliant. But like pants, and then do I have the shorts? Yeah, here they are. The shorts are just like so, even in this photo you can't really tell, but they're so wide. They go so wide. And yeah, I don't know. Like the pants, I feel like the silhouette's fine. The coat, the silhouette's fine. But just the shorts, the way that they styled them, I just feel like they go too wide and they make your hips look massive. Which, if that's your look, go for it. I just personally wouldn't like that on myself. Also, water repellent pants I can understand more than water repellent shorts. Am I going crazy? Maybe. So this I didn't exactly understand. Because like I wanted to like this, and I feel like it would just be so much cuter if the ribbing itself was shorter. Because I feel like it's just too long in the torso. I don't know. I feel like it just could have been a little bit cuter if it was just a shorter ribbing, maybe. I mean, this one definitely is a bit more like I would definitely buy this if the cinching, like the ribbing part was shorter, because I do think it's a cute style. I don't need all of that ribbing on the bottom, like it's so long. These were another one that I was just kind of confused by. The underglows are nice, like kind of comfy shorts. I do prefer the Soft Ambition shorts myself, which I'm actually wearing right now. But these, so this is the marble dye, and the thing with the dye is it does depend, you know, based on each individual item. But I just don't really like, at least back here, the way the dye looks. I'm not really a fan of kind of how like splotchy it looks, because it looks more normal on the leggings and the crew neck. But again, this could just be this individual pair of shorts that it looks like it, if that makes sense. Okay, new graphic tee with like Lululemon down the side and kind of around the back. Nothing against it. Like if this goes on markdown, I'd buy it. This was something I wanted to talk about. So they're starting to like adjust their names. So this is the Run and Train Racerback tank, and you can't necessarily tell in this photo, so that's why I wanted to zoom in. But if you remember my review on the Wonder Train bra, I'll put the video up here if you missed it. My one main critique was like the seam in front just like really just highlighted the wrong areas, and there's this one little reflective detailing that does the same exact thing, and it just makes me really uncomfortable, which is really sad because this material is like the same as, did I screenshot it? Yes. The Strongest One Muscle Tank, which funny enough, they're still trying to get rid of on markdown on We Made Too Much. And I have a couple of these tanks and I love them. These are from last year. So the silhouette's a little bit different with the racerback, but it's essentially the same material. These, they just have the front, the little reflective detailing in just the wrong area. I'm still gonna try it on, just because I do like the material, but it just kind of like caught me off guard. I was just kind of like, okay. The Everlux and Mesh Crop Tank. I have been meaning to try this on actually. I think it's a medium support BC cup, I think is what it is. And a lot of people are trying it on and buying it. So yeah, again, this is another thing that's on my list because I'm interested to see how supportive it is. So we shall see. We shall see. Okay, so finale. This was the camo that I just couldn't get behind. Like, my thing is, them on their own, I kind of don't really care. Like, you do your thing, you have your camouflage moment. But them together, I just could never see myself wearing. But like, see, like, I get it in the sense that like here she's wearing a bunch of different bright colors. So I'm like, you know, you do your thing, but I just can't get behind it. Okay, we all know how I feel about this one. I just don't really get the tie in the front. I'm gonna save my $38. I'm gonna choose to spend it on coffee instead. You know, it's a habit. What can I say? See, like, but then this one where they kind of mesh all them together, okay. Okay, I think I need to stop and just like take a breather. You know, maybe we can like meditate together, or I can just like, you know, hang out with my cat and we can just like chill. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna call it a night. Happy spring, by the way. You know, spring equinox. I was taking a quiz earlier for my oceanography course and I was asking about spring equinox and I was like, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, okay, I'm going to end this video here. I've been a bit too chatty today, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Make sure to check out all the links in my description if you're interested in any more content from me. And yeah, thank you guys so much for all of your support. It means so much. Make sure to give it a like if you came this far. Please leave me a comment for engagement, and you know, I'd love to have a chat. What do you guys think about this week's releases? Which ones would you buy? Which ones are you waiting to go on markdown? I would love to know. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye. And Lily kind of says bye too. Love you guys.